So, hi, Joe. Welcome back.
It's been time, hasn't it?
And you've come a long way, baby.
A very long way. I remember really, well, the first time getting in the industry, I ended up working with you. I mean, you were my boss. We're all still students of the universe. As technology or our technological capabilities are increasing every year, we have to really take advantage of this. And I can really see maybe 20, 30 years time in the future, like we're not even going to be the ones who's designing. A lot of that heavy work is going to be done by AI, algorithms, and you'll have this machine that's going to churn out 100 proposals for, I don't know, like Volkswagen or something.
It's almost like planned obsolescence. After a year, you're going to toss it away and buy something else just because it's so easy to replace it with something else.
Kind of like these days of our digital consumption with social media and stuff is, the things that we put out for the public, it's so quickly consumed, like give it a week or two, but these guys have been working on it for 1, 2, 3 years or something, spending all these late nights and all the sweat and all the tears creating this fabulous thing. And then it gets on the social media, people love it, people hate it, and then okay, it's the next project.
I mean, it takes balls to do what you've done, jump straight into the deep end. How did you do that? I mean, it's like putting everything on the line, and going out and making a name for yourself, and you're just going from one, success to the next. It looks like success breeds success, but it takes definitely courage to do what you've done.
Yeah, it's like this insatiable appetite just to keep going for the stars or something.
Talking about stars, where are you going? Because I know we have a common path at the moment, kind of thing, that at some point it's going to probably collide in a positive energy explosion thing.
The mission is to transcend the human race or the human species into the universe. I would say the space community is so inviting and it's so warm, so welcoming. It's like there's absolutely no ego in the space community. It's really just that bigger vision that is bigger than all of us individually.
I mean, I always know that we think forward, but that's breaking new boundaries, definitely.
Just see how much steam I can get on it. But I'm really determined, accelerating or raising human consciousness awareness in general. And I think space economy is the space industry is a really good way to do this and to bring more unity in societies, to reach for the stars and develop projects or be involved in projects and develop products that are just going to benefit everybody.
What do you see as the kind of things that inspire you to keep that creativity, that hunger going?
People really inspire me. I think the planet really inspires me to, taking care or being accountable for what we do. Me and you are like complete nature freaks. I found a lot of my inspiration in nature as well. So, nature has a solution for pretty much everything, has the perfect balance of its ecosystem. How do we create something that is absolutely efficient? You take something from the ground and it returns to the ground sort of mentality. And this is what nature does best. And when we talk about the forms, this is what it also does best, this biological sort of vehicle. These animals, they're built to perform, right? They thrive in the environment. So.
For us, would you not agree it's important to keep the emotion in the vehicle, that sort of we drive cars because we like to drive kind of approach?
For me, definitely, I would like to see more, let's say, human-made elements in the car. So craftsmanship, I think, is a very important thing. This is something that the digital side can replicate, 1,000, a million times better than what the human can do. But it lacks that soul, it lacks that human energy that went into, crafting and making such an item or, a part of the car, for example. It's like a work of art. It becomes literally art, it becomes a painting because it's all handmade.
Although it almost sounds like we're going to need designers less in the future because it's becoming so standard, the practice of design, that designers are going to be the ones that really make the difference in giving you that edge to your company, or that difference, or that USP.
So let's say if we skip maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 generations ahead, where let's say a lot of the new guys have their lives immersed, like fully immersed in this digital sort of environment. You know, everyone's on their phones. We're born into a phone, and then these VR capabilities are even are progressively getting better and better. And then we're going to introduce like things like actual reality, so AR. Elon's doing a Neuralink chip, for God's sake, right? So we have all of this impending digitization, this technicity that's coming in and almost somewhat replacing the humanness of us. So we've got to be careful, I think, in that regard.
I'm wondering, Joe, if that's actually going to be important in the future, because like you said, 4 or 5 generations ahead, we have to kind of shift our way of, or our perspective of seeing what, for example, luxury is.
It's a process of humanity. We're definitely going to come into this cycle where people will feel accountable for their existence, especially here on the planet.
It's a lot more than just making a pretty picture. It really is. It's knowing the whole business. I don't think we should ever lose that childlike fascination with creating something that seems impossible to most people, and then working to making it real, to making it actually show you that it was only impossible before you did it, and when you did it, it suddenly lost that edge of impossibility. It's always amazing to talk to the new generation. Is always inspiring. And
yeah, you've kind of just always been in, we've kind of like just been entangled all this way through. We always somehow find ourselves back in each other's lives.
Yeah, no, good times. I remember all the fun we had after work too.
Yeah, when everyone went home, we'd just stay there chilling and doing some more projects. We used to sneak off and look at the P1 every now and then. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably say that as another advice as well. I think in my experiences, yeah, just have fun with what you're doing. I mean, if you feel like you're forced to do it, don't do it, seriously. And if you feel like you're going to learn from being forced to do it, then do it. But don't do it in a, say, creative position. It's really detrimental. It really, I suffered a lot of health problems from that. But you get to know where your limits are.
Absolutely. I agree with that. As a creative person, you've got your heart on your sleeve most of the time, and you take criticism really, really, really hard.
And I think in the future, it'd be nice for design studios to maybe open up, their transparency in what they're doing and engage with the public with this, like, hey guys, we have some, sketches. Which one do you want to go for? A, B, or C? Have a vote, pick A, and then just do the development process and create a channel where people can understand just how much is involved into doing so. It's a spaceship. It really is a spaceship. The best of electronics, the best of the materials, the best of engineering. The longevity of it, the safety.
Nobody realizes the time that you've put in, all the all-nighters, and why didn't you do it this way? And you could have done it this way. And you're like, well, no, because we had all kinds of restrictions, and so it just wasn't going to appear like that. So no, it's been absolutely awesome, and so thankful that you could make it on, and really happy that you're the first guy that we're interviewing. And more than anything, it's just been fun to touch base.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it was really good to speak to you and see you again. Yeah. Awesome, thank you, Frank. Yeah, thanks to your team as well.
I'll let them know. I'll pass that on for sure.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe, stay in touch, man.
Yeah, you too. Take
Good.
care.
You too. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.